Hey, 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 welcome to The Happy Gaijin. I'm Ninja Monkey. You might know me from my main channel, The Ninja Monkey, obviously. And I am currently in Kyoto, near the Gion district. And my plan is just to go for a little walk, have a look at the area generally, keep an eye on the data, see if everything is keeping nice and fresh. I am streaming on Prism. Everything seems to be going okay. Maybe yesterday was just a little bit of a difficult day streaming, but obviously you're here to see what's going on. Check it out. Let me just turn. Hey Jesse, how you doing? Let's turn things you can actually see exactly, and I'm a little bit in. So, right, this is the street that heads all the way to Yasaka Shrine. Okay, and this is where the procession yesterday, if anybody watched my stream, came down this street. Today actually is a public holiday, which means that things are a little bit quieter, which I think is good in a way. Hopefully it's good in a way. And hopefully the quality is holding up, everything is sounding good, and you can see everything. So it is definitely going to be a scorcher of a day, I can feel it already. So when I see things like this on display, like the kakigori there, it's very, very, very tempting. And what happens in these cases is that people wait in the shade, sometimes far away from the crossing, because it is so hot to just be in the sun. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Nathan. I am you could say a professional tourist, a professional Japan tourist. I've been to the country 20 times. This is my 20th trip, and I've been traveling across most of Japan for the last 9 years, exploring all sorts of places. This is probably, I don't know, I want to say maybe my 14th, 13th time in Kyoto. I don't know, I've been to Kyoto many, many times. So hopefully I can show you some interesting things, and if not, just hang out with me. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. And obviously I'll be keeping an eye on the chat as I go along at the right time. Because sometimes, you know, it's just not the best time to go on the chat. Like for example, now I want to cross this road, and once I get a little bit of shade and I can actually see what's going on, we'll have a read. Ooh, quickly. Okay, we missed that crossing, so let's just wait on the shade here. All right, let's see who's here. Everyone. I get a little bit of a chance to read your comments. So, hey Nathan, hey Alminok, good morning from Bangalore, India, watching from work. Dude, what? Well, you should be working, but thanks for watching. I saw the message about the wobbliness. I don't know, hopefully the stream is a little bit better. I don't know what was going on with the wobbliness, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know. I watched it back and it was a little bit wobbly, you are right. But hey, sometimes, you know, things are live and you can't control everything. Good morning from, sorry, howdy, Black Impala. Hey, Jim Ross is in the house. Jim Ross, hi. Nathan, since the festival is over, has the masses reduced? Definitely, especially now during the day when it's so freaking hot. You know, like people don't want to be. Sounds good. Video has a tiny choppiness. What do you mean by choppiness? I'd like to know what you mean by choppiness, but hey, how hot is it today? I'm not very sure. It must be, I'm guessing 32 degrees, 33 degrees maybe, I don't know. I'll check now in a minute. I'm just waiting to cross it. I'll turn things around so that you can have an idea of what's going on. This is the shade, that is the sun. I'm keeping away from the sun, waiting for the crossing little man to turn green and move forward. So one of the things that I am doing, that I want to do today, is take it quite easy, stay out of the sun, and basically, oh, check this out. I don't want to point it at people, but you can sort of see this. This is a very Kyoto sort of view, you know, like pretty cool, pretty cool. So I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of an area which is pretty cool, and also give you a little bit of an idea of what I'm getting up to today. You see, what I said was my plan all along was to bring you guys along with me on my trip, which is what I'm trying to do on this channel specifically, on the Happy Gaijin. It's a little bit more of a chill sort of channel where I can stream and show you just random things and that kind of thing. So the river, very famously, all of these these are restaurants and bars, etc. So especially during the summer, they put some lanterns up, and they're all lit up at night. It looks really beautiful. Also, a very nice walk in the evening or in the summer next to the river. It's a little bit cooler, I guess, but still it's freaking hot, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm walking in the direct sunlight right now. I actually think that yesterday, potentially, maybe, let me just turn the camera around. Actually, and I'm not very sure, but I think that maybe yesterday I had a little bit of heat exhaustion. Like I was a little bit tired from the heat. It had been 2 days of, I mean, I'm very cautious with the heat. I put a timer on my watch every hour to drink water. So I am very cautious. And on a day like this, what I would do is I would probably end up putting another timer so that every 2 hours in the sun, I would force myself to have at least 20 minutes in the shade or in air conditioning. I am very, very careful. I've suffered heat stroke in the past, and it's not nice. And this is a type of temperature, this is the type of weather that could potentially give you heat stroke. And that's something that I most definitely do not want to have. I'm just going to quickly walk across over here, the little minus green. And I, on the chat, I'm just going to come to the shade, read who's here, read what's going on, and yeah. Hi there, follow the sun. Hey. Today I learned that I have been in India for too long. It was only 25 degrees Celsius, what? And you had to put on a sweater. What, dude? You've changed. You're gonna die when you go back to Hokkaido, dude. You're gonna die. Hey, we're running on 3 weeks in a row of 40 degrees. Crazy, huh? Crazy. It is quite crazy. So let me just show you. I'm just keeping an eye on the data. The data seems to be doing quite well today. I'm quite impressed. So I'm just going to explore these streets. Let me just turn things around to give you an idea. And if he has any questions specifically, or wants me to point the camera or return to a certain area, please let me know. I will come round. And I'm going to let you know what I'm going to be doing. Today I'm going to be meeting Shogo from Let's Ask Shogo. I'm going to be doing a special experience, one of his experiences that he does, and I've been given permission to film it, so I'm super excited about that. Let me just see. Hey, thank you very much, James Ross, for a cool drink or two and maybe a meal to keep up your strength. Thanks, Jim, for the PayPal. I just got the PayPal notification. If you do send the PayPal, just be aware that most of the time, what happens, have I gone past where I wanted to go, maybe? What happens when I get a PayPal, usually what happens is I get a pop-up for a split second. I have a split second to read the comment or the PayPal donation, and then it's gone, and I won't be able to check it until possibly after the stream. So if you do send a PayPal donation, then just let me know so that I can actually, you know, check it out later or tell me that you've donated and that kind of thing. So, everyone, today is day 0 after part 1 of the Kyoto Matsuri, one of the most famous celebrations in Japan, you could say. And things are a little bit quieter. There is an air of people who have probably been partying and taking part yesterday being a little bit more tired, and therefore things are definitely quiet. Actually, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to go back to the other street. Maybe I can come this way. Let's get a little bit lost, right? Let's make things a little bit more interesting, because ultimately, let's see what there is around this corner. There might be nothing, there might be something, there's probably something, or nothing. Who knows? Let's see. Is there anything? Can we go? Oh yes, now this looks pretty. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to Kyoto. It's a great place to get lost. I don't think there's such a thing as getting lost in Kyoto because walking around Kyoto will just lead to finding streets like this one, like the one that I'm in right now. I'm keeping an eye on the data because I know for a fact that these sort of streets might kill the stream. And what I've done is I've actually reduced the bit rate a little bit of the stream so that hopefully it doesn't kill the stream and it keeps it going. And it seems to be doing a really good job. I'm really happy with the stream so far. Not only because it seems to be working quite well, but also because I find these beautiful places. Like this is probably somebody's, I don't know, the back of a restaurant. But check that out, guys. Wow. And I wanted to also tell you, I'm going to stand here in the shade. I have a good connection, so read up some. I also wanted to tell you something that I experienced yesterday for the first time. 9 years traveling around Japan, 9 years traveling around Japan, 20 trips, I think, more or less, 20 trips more or less, traveling around Japan. And first time ever I've been to like an izakaya, a bar or whatever, where they've asked for a tip. Ohayo gozai. Ohayo gozaimasu. So check it out. People here, this is a, people here are just having a smoke next to this river, this stream. Isn't that nice, man? If I can feel, just standing here next to these guys are smoking, but they're so close to the river because it is so much cooler when you are next to the river. It is so much cooler. Okay, I seem to have lost a little bit of connection. Hopefully it will come back. It's coming back. Seems to be coming back. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, when you are traveling, you know, when you are traveling through Kyoto, then it's definitely worth finding places like this. Hello from Mexico, Dr. Link. Buenos días. Buenos días, Dr. Link. Son las 11:31 aquí en Japón, en Kyoto. It's 11:31 in the morning here in Kyoto. Hopefully you enjoy the stream, you're enjoying what you're seeing, and if you see anything interesting, I'm trying to show you the things that I find interesting, but if you see something, just say, hey Nathan, turn the camera around, there's a really cool street, or hey Nathan, did you check out that person, whatever. I won't point things at specifically at people. From far away I would. Cool. These are kind of a little bit iconic. There's loads of little streams like this all across this area of Kyoto. So it's definitely worth walking around. Let's do a little bit of a walk next to this stream and get a little bit more lost. Show you. And obviously I am keeping an eye on the data, If it drops, I try to move back to somewhere where I know that the connection has been stable or kind of semi-stable. Occasionally you'll see some people, either some geisha or some people dress like geisha. Sometimes tourists dress up like geisha, or there's some people that are not necessarily geisha, but they might dress up, and you might see some photo shoots going around here, which is always, but this is always so nice. Are you many more days in Kyoto? Actually, I am kind of many more days in Kyoto, kind of. Let's carry on walking this way and then we'll turn left to right. I am kind of a few more days, but tomorrow I'm actually going to be going to Kyoto of the North. So I've been wanting to go to this area. It's one of Japan's top 3 viewing locations, like views. Unfortunately, it seems like it might be raining, which might spoil things for me. But I'm actually going to be staying the night there, and I thought about cancelling the night, and I thought about basically cancelling and not going, or just going for a day trip. But I just think that I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to stay the night, and it's supposed to be a nice area. So yeah, we shall see. It's a little bit cooler. It's actually meant to potentially rain a little bit today. So, and if it does rain today, then it will cool things off a little bit, I guess. Actually, I'm going to turn right now in a moment. Let's read some more comments. I'm reading comments through the when I'm in the shade, basically, when I'm in the shade. How are you finding the new Sony camera? Ooh, very good question. The new Sony camera is doing pretty good for what I want it to do, which is basically headshots, basically talking points. And also for when I go to places that are smaller, where I want to be a little bit more discreet, you know, into stores, into small izakayas. I don't want to bring out the guns. So yeah, that Sony camera is doing well. I mean, you saw the Oriental Pearl video that I put out on this channel was actually a little bit of an experiment using pretty much that camera. I didn't take my big camera with me that day. All of the footage on that vlog was shot on that ZV-1 Mark II camera. And also the first vlog that I put out, which was basically, you know, that the first day, like welcome to Japan, Tadaima, blah, 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 blah. That one was also a little bit of a combination of both, but mainly that one. So I'm really happy with how things are turning out. The proof will be in the pudding. I find that with these things, when I'm filming, I learn a lot after the trip. So when I get back home in 5 and a bit weeks time, I will have a better idea. I will start editing, I will look through the footage, and I'll be like, hey, this works, this doesn't work, or this works for this doesn't work for that, etc. But so far, it's very convenient. But today I'm running on my just streaming gear, like this. Hi Nathan, where is that area in reference to Gion? You know what, I'm literally walking around. In reference to Gion, I've walked away from Gion. I think in Pontocho area, mainly. I think, more or less. Greetings from Korea. Hey, dude. Cool, cool, cool. Let's move away from this. The data has just died a moment. Let's see. My aim is to walk. Actually, I'm going to walk back the way that we've come, and I'm going to, hopefully the connection returns, but I'm going to walk back the way that we've come, and I want to turn left at the end of the street. I know that we had some connection around here, but hey. The joys of streaming in Japan as a foreigner. This is the problem of basically being a happy gaijin in Japan. Mostly, you don't get the same data speeds as the locals, unfortunately. So it does quite well. And I'm not very sure if you guys are still there, if it's connected. It seems to have picked up again. Welcome back to the chat, everyone. Are you working off your pocket Wi-Fi or an eSIM? I'm working off a hybrid system, both Sakura Mobile. To be honest, this is pretty good. From my experience, traveling across Japan many times using all sorts of different networks. They're all very comparable. They're all similar, I'm not going to lie. Sakura Mobile has very good customer support, so that is awesome. Other than that, Sakura Mobile has Japan will get. It happens all around the world. It just happens all around the world. So I have a data SIM card, an eSIM, and I also have a pocket Wi-Fi, and I've bonded them together to try and keep a stable connection going. That is more or less what I'm doing. Now, yeah, it's quite good. It's in the last, how long? 22 minutes, it might have dropped out 30 seconds in total, so that's not bad. That's not bad. Probably better than some of the other providers that I've tried in the past, to be honest. By the way, on the note of Sakura Mobile, there is an affiliate link. It is in the description, and if you are planning on coming to Japan, there's two things that you should be considering. You should be considering either a pocket Wi-Fi, or you should be considering an eSIM or a SIM card. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. There I go. Sorry, I came out of the app by accident. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of an eSIM card or a SIM card is that usually the data cap is a little bit less. It's a little bit usually the data is a little bit better, but the cap is a little bit worse. So you'll reach a certain level and they cap you. And also the disadvantage of a SIM card or an eSIM is that it's one per device, so it can be more expensive overall. Now, if you had a pocket Wi-Fi, advantages of a pocket Wi-Fi usually is that you can share the connection with other people, and the data cap is usually a little bit higher. So consider that, if that makes any sense. Overall, I think that, I'm not a normal, I do a lot of streaming, I do a lot of data work, I connect from the Shinkansen, I edit, I do Instagram and all that kind of thing. So overall, it's not really something, my experience is very different to the normal average person who's going to be using maps and who's going to be using, whatever. So if that makes any sense. Check this out. We're going to walk. I've got a feeling that data's going to die a little bit, but I'll come running past. This is famous area, Pontocho Street. This is the area that we're in right now. Pontocho. It's iconic. You've probably seen this image many times in tourist guides. You've probably seen this image many times all over the place, and I'm just going to go for a little walk, keeping an eye on my data, and if it dies, I'll run back to where I was. But it is a very beautiful part. Also, lots of little bars and stores. and shops and izakayas, and also up above there are stores and izakayas and that kind of thing. So you also need to look up. And by the way, this is a this signifies that they sell sake. That's a sake. Hi, sorry, so I'm saying gomenasai. Right, for those of you who don't know, the big ones signify that they're a sake brewery, and the small ones signify that they're like a little, like just an izakaya, mostly, or that they sell sake. But check it out, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, the connection's holding steady. I wonder how much longer it's going to be. But as I was saying, I know, right? The lack of masks. Japan has changed like big time. I kid you not. It's gone back to pretty much, I think summer has forced the Japanese people to be maskless. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's loads of places up above, little winding side streets. As you can see, little viewing spots. As you can see, it is a really nice area to check out. Probably one of my favorite areas to walk around and have a drink. It's about a 10-minute walk from Gion. So if you are going to be staying in Gion, which is also very beautiful, but if you're going to be staying in Gion, then just be aware that this is a, maybe 10, 12, 13 minutes walk from Yasaka Shrine anyway. So just use that as a reference. Gion district is pretty good for, ooh, this looks really cool. Check it out, guys. Shall we do it? Is it worth the risk of losing the connection? What do you think? Is it worth the risk of losing the connection? Tell me, guys, yes or no? Yes or no? I'm waiting for you in the chat. Tell me, yes or no. Is it worth the risk? Because that looks pretty cool and I'm very tempted to go that way, but I need to know. So far the connection is holding steady, it seems, but I'm worried and nobody is saying yes or no, so I'm just going to go for it. Keeping an eye on the connection. Let's go. Ooh, this is like super cool. I'm going to keep my volume down, everyone. Wow. OMG. Oh, love about Japan. I'm going to go back. I'm losing. I'm going to go back. Going back. Hey. Will you come back, connection? Did the connection die? Did the connection stay? What happened? I'm not very sure. By the way, my aim is to stream for about an hour, no more than an hour, to be honest. So we're about the halfway point, and I'm quite low down with the connection, but hopefully it will come back. Transmission, I knew that was going to happen, potentially. So hopefully the connection will come back. Now there seems to be a little bit more of an opening in front. That might have killed the stream. Or is it back? According to this, it's not back. So I'm just keeping, so this area is a little bit more open. So hopefully we'll get our connection back. Is it coming back? Transmission is unstable according to this. Let me know what it's like. You're good, you're good. You're good, stream is okay. You are back, okay. I am back. I think there's a bit delay with the, so yeah, so basically Pontocho, this area here, as you can see, we just turn around. Some of you might have seen my famous photo. Some of you might have seen my photo where I took a photo of two Maiko, two geisha, and they were pretty much walking down the street wearing two masks last August when the borders were closed. I was just setting up my camera here, taking photos of this view at night, and they just popped out from one of the bars and started walking towards me. So I took the shot. And it's one of my most favorite, very unique. Hi, kirei ne. Oh. She wasn't having it. That was a real one, I think. So that was sort of what I mean. This area here, you get things like this happening all the time. You kind of, every now and then, you might get a Maiko or somebody dressed in yukata walking around, and it's a pretty nice area, I would say anyway. So, right, I've just had a buzz on my wrist telling me that I need to drink water. And there's a vending machine there. And Jim Ross donated some water, or donated some money on PayPal. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Thank you, Jim. Thanks for the water. Okay, let's go, everyone. Oh, water? Oh, Coke Zero. I need water. I need to stay hydrated. Right, let's just... Oh, it's not Suica, so I need to get my coins out. Hold on, guys. I need to get my coins out from my pocket. It's a little bit difficult because I have so many things in my pocket. I swear that I definitely carry more coins and more things in my pocket here in Japan than any other time, than anywhere else. Okay, I have 100 yen. I have 10, 20, let me just, and the last one, I just dropped a coin on the floor. I'm doing that all the time. 30, and I want the water. Oh, is there no water? There's no water. Oh, sugar. Okay. We need to go somewhere else then. But hopefully I have my my coins ready for the next vending machine. That is a plan anyway. What? Yeah, this area, get lost in this area, especially it's incredibly pretty at night, I would say, with all the lamps on. The natural light, it's very, very like mood lighting, soft lighting, if that makes any sense. If you want to take some iconic photos of Kyoto, you know, and you're staying in the center, in the city area, then Gion is pretty cool. But I think that these streets are a little bit more unique. They're smaller, there's more chance of getting lost, if that makes any sense. I think anyway. So let's find the next vending machine. I also want to buy myself a cap. I also want to buy myself a cap, like a hat, you know? Ohayou gozaimasu. Oh, all these workers getting ready for their day ahead. So here's another example. A repost. Okay. I will repost it. It's definitely on my Instagram. If you go down to my Instagram, it's one of the photos. I mean, I don't post too much on Instagram, so you probably go back a little bit and you'll find a photo of exactly this area with two geisha, two maiko, popping out. I'm pretty sure it was this area. Right, is there a vending machine? This is what Kyoto is all about, guys. Kyoto is all about getting lost, you know, like getting lost through these streets. Ohayou gozaimasu. And this is pretty much the end, so let's see where we're going to end up. My plan today is I want to go to, after this stream, or maybe I walk a little bit, maybe I walk to Yodobashi camera. Yodobashi camera is next to the station. It's probably a good 25-minute walk, so maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should walk towards the station and do that stream on the way that way. But let me just turn things. My plan is to go to Yodobashi camera, and I would like to do I would like to look at potentially getting a ND filter for my main camera. So that is the plan anyway, guys. Right, there's another vending machine. There's 3 vending machines on the street. One of them has to have water, right? Yes. And I have the money ready. Guys, in the summer, you need to make sure that you keep hydrated. Set yourself a timer on your watch, on your phone. I'm not joking. So that you remind yourself to drink water. I try to do it every hour. I'm a little bit hardcore, which means that I have to go to the toilet a little bit more than what I would like to. But I'm gonna find somewhere to sit under a tree or some shades. The humidity right now is insane. In fact, I've been in Japan now for what, nearly a week, and it has been humid, but today is the first day where I feel like I'm drenched, if that makes any sense. All right, maybe underneath one of these places here, there's somewhere for me to drink. I'm not very sure if those are benches, but I can put my here next to the stream, guys. For those, okay, let me show you the view before I plonk my camera there, and let me show you the view of these little iconic Kyoto streams. Yeah, do you see the Maiko, dude? I mean, we've seen quite a few. I'm always very, people say, basically they say like, oh, how do you see a Maiko and when should you see a Maiko? But to be honest, especially in the summer, I would say, let me just turn the camera around. Especially in the summer, I would say that if you walk around the Gion area, etc., general area, you just go about your business and you keep an eye out, the likelihood is that you will encounter something. Like very quick, sometimes maybe not straight, maybe not enough to take a photo, which you should be very cautious with anyway. Like, don't get in people's faces, they are working after all. Like I said to her as she was walking by, I said, you're beautiful, no? Or aren't you beautiful? And she wasn't very, etc. They want to be left alone. I mean, watch from a distance like a unicorn. I was saying it's like seeing a geisha or a maiko or whatever, a geiko is a little bit like seeing a unicorn. Okay, let's drink to keep hydrated, and I'm going to figure out which way the station is, and I will head towards station. Also, just back there are some bins. So for those of you watching my channel for the very first time, I don't know, maybe you've come from the Ninja Monkey channel, maybe. I'm Ninja Monkey. This is my Happy Gaijin channel, which is my streaming, stroke vlogging, stroke a little bit more laid back, chilled sort of channel. And hopefully it will mean that you can, the whole point of this channel is that when I am on these adventures, when I am traveling around Japan, which I do so much, basically I want to bring you guys along. I want you to feel like you're on the adventure with me, and I want you to feel like you know what's going on my trip. And I don't do that so much on my Ninja Monkey channel because it can become a little bit, like I don't want to saturate the channel, basically. Am I still live, guys? If so, please, somebody please comment and say that you can still hear me and that you can still see me okay whilst I'm drinking the water. Maybe you can use an emoji or something, a water emoji. Humidity is crazy right now. Okay, I see the connection is being lost slowly, so I'm gonna move. Let me just have another drink. Oh my goodness, it's hot. I just want to use this opportunity to throw my garbage away. I can hear you and I can see you. Hey, how are you doing, found in Japan? It's glitchy, but okay. Is it glitchy? Found in Japan. I was going to send you an email. I will email you at some point. I am going to be in Japan around, I think you did mention, right, that you're going to be in Japan as from the 5th or the 4th or the 5th, I think you said, of August. I am going to be, that period, I'm going to be traveling quite far away from Tokyo, etc. I'm going to be like in the north probably. So it might be difficult to meet up. However, maybe you can send me, oh, you just gave up. Was it you found in Japan? I can't remember. I think it was you that mentioned, I don't know. If it was you, send me an email with your itinerary and maybe we can figure something out. I'm always up for meeting people, even if it's for a coffee, you know? Having like-minded people to talk to is great. All right. This seems to be a little bit of an over. All right. Oh, that's it. You were gone. It's true. Somebody else then. Somebody else. By the way, if anybody can, you know, this is my little channel, but if you can share Found in Japan and Back in the Clay's channels, I would appreciate it. Hey, Nathan, stay hydrated. Yeah, I've just drunk a whole bottle of water in like 2 minutes, literally. And I will set a timer now to try and drink a little bit more in the next hour. Every hour, I try to drink some water, which makes me go to the toilet a lot, by the way, but at least it keeps me alive. I'm here next to the river. Oh, check it out, guys. Oh. All right, let me just find some directions to Kyoto Station and actually to Yodo Bashi. Let's see. I'm just using my Apple Watch here to try to find some directions. How far are we? Walking. Is it finding the directions or is it not? I should have brought my second phone. Oof. Getting walking directions, but it isn't getting walking directions. $34 in Osaka, always hotter in Kyoto. Come on, dude. It doesn't want to get my directions. Be safe, okay. Oh, it's a little bit of a long walk. 42 minutes, 1, 2, I might be cutting it a bit close. So I might just walk I'm going to walk to the station, then I'm going to get the train because I need to be back and shower and get all my gear ready for my filming later, and I don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to just walk to the station, hopefully not get lost. Okay, I'm going to walk to the station. I'm going to take you with me, and that should take me to about the 1 hour mark, a little bit under. Yeah, the whole point is to keep in touch with you guys and not overdo it. I don't want to overdo it with streaming, so I'm keeping things nice and simple on this channel, if that makes any sense. The dreaded hall pass for the toilet at school. Right, I'm walking in the right direction. Let me turn the camera around. I think I'm using directions on my phone, on my watch, if you could see that, just to give you an idea. Yeah, this channel, I'm quite happy. About nearly 250 subscribers in about 3 weeks, I think. Not growing super fast, but it is what it is. It is going to be much more of a chill channel. It's going to be more about me, you know. If people like me, they can subscribe to this channel, and if people don't like me, maybe they just want to see the information from Ninja Monkey, then that's absolutely fine, I guess. All right. It is looking like it could potentially rain. Google Maps was helpful in Japan, but holy cow, did it get it wrong sometimes, yeah. You like me, thank you. I know, because you're here, or else you wouldn't like me. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't be here, I think. Hopefully. But what I'm saying is that I understand that everybody has different reasons for watching different people, you know, and I understand that, like when I used to do my border update videos, kind of my OG stuff, I understand that when I did that, it was for certain people, and those people might not necessarily be interested in what I'm doing anymore. It is what it is. Shaky camera. I wonder if maybe I need to position my gimbal different. Oh, wait a minute. That's a bit of... There you go. I think I need to reposition my microphone connection in general. If it's too hot, the gimbal head will start to freak out. Ah, maybe that's what's happening then. Maybe that's why it's a little bit... Maybe the gimbal head is finding it too hot also. Or maybe I'm just holding it a little bit too sideways. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I mean, I need to go to Yodobashi, but I'm not very sure if I'm cutting it too close. We'll see. Am I even connected yet? Still? Guys, let me know if the connection is alive, because I have a bad connection according to this. You're with me, Jim. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. All right, it's really interesting because Prism is telling me that the connection speed is like ridiculously slow. Yet the connection is working. So it always sort of like, I've got a feeling that Prism isn't showing the true connection. Perfect. According to my app right now, it isn't perfect. According to my app right now, it says the transmission is terrible. So, yeah. Well, at the moment, the whole time, the last 5 minutes, it says 100. And now it's going up. But it's been saying 100 for a while. So, toilets, you know what? Japan is one of the easiest, best places to find a toilet, in my opinion. You just need to know where to go. For example, train stations, and there are many, have toilets. Also, lots of places like Starbucks and coffee shops are easy to go in to have toilets. Parks have toilets. Then places like Don Quixote, Yodobashi, big department stores will have toilets. Pachinko, slot machine sort of things will have toilets also. So if you know where to go, with the Happy Gaijin, then you will have a chance of finding your toilet quite easily, I think. I guess if you're coming to Japan for the very first time, you sort of get used to, or you're thinking as a Westerner, right? So, like public toilets. There are public toilets also, obviously, but in general, I would say that you need to look for those things. Grocery stores, that's another one. Shopping centers, that's what I mean. So wherever there's like a mass of a mass of people, or people gather, or like I mentioned, a big building, there will be a toilet. It's easier to find a toilet in Japan, anyway, in a city anyway, than to find a toilet in Europe, I think. Starbucks, exactly, Starbucks has a toilet also. Exactly. I mean, I wouldn't say go into a random izakaya to use a toilet, obviously, but the level for you to go into. Normally like franchises, that sort of thing. Remember this near the beginning of the stream, just to give an idea of where we are. How long will it take me to get to Australia? Is difficult also. Well, side of things, the other side of the whole toilet thing, is that not only is it relatively easy to find a toilet in, I mean, for example, there's a big department store just behind me. There's another department store in front of me. They'll have toilets. Probably multiple. Don Quixote has toilets also. Don't know if I mentioned that. But the other thing is that 95% of the time, they are clean and in very good conditions. I would say most of the time. Right, I'm just trying to think, and I think that I might not go to Yodobashi camera. I'm looking at the time, it's 12:15, and I think that I might just have a little bit more of a chill day rather than go to Yodobashi. You know, it's going to maybe take me 20 minutes to get there, take me half an hour to get back, like an hour and a half altogether. So it's like, it'll be like 2 p.m. before I get back to the hotel. And then I'm meeting Shogo just before 4 p.m., which leaves me with only 2 hours of rest. So I'm going to take a decision that what I wanted to, I will not purchase this time round. Instead, I will go probably day after tomorrow on the way back from my mini trip. Oof. I want to make the stream an hour long. Hey, it says, the only dirty toilets I found in Japan was at a remote part of the Misen on Miyajima. Oh, cool. Squat style, yeah, squat style. That's something that you need to be aware of. Squat style toilets, definitely. And I'm excited to see the Shogo episode. Cool, yeah. Oh, you are meeting Shogo. I love his channel. Yeah, I love his channel too. Yeah, I'm just taking it easy, guys. I'm staying in the area. I'll probably go to the hotel room and maybe, ooh, this looks, look, this is another, something that I keep on talking to people. Right, lunch menu, I might even come back for this. Or I might even, is it early enough to eat now? Lunch menu, gomenasai. Lunch menu, just a lot of people think that that it's expensive sometimes, but you can have, for 1,200 yen, you can basically have like a hamburger for lunch, which will probably be more than enough of what you need. So 1,200 yen, was that like $11 or something? I'm guessing. I love Hamburg. I do love Hamburg. Probably comes with some soup and some bread, I'm guessing, and maybe even a drink. So there's two different options. They usually have two different options. They usually have like a more expensive one and a cheaper one options. So $9 for lunch. You know, it ain't expensive, and it's in a very like nice restaurant, you know, here just off the main street. So I think that I might either, I just feel that it might be a little bit too early for lunch. What time is lunch according to this? Do they have a time? So what I might do is just keep a note of that place. That place has caught my attention now, so I probably come back here for lunch in the next 45 minutes or hour. I don't want to eat too early. Plain is or cheese for a 170 burger. Comes with soup and salad, it looks like, with bonus sides. You can choose bread or rice. Man, I love set menus in Japan. So what I'm gonna do is probably... You hate lunch or you have lunch? You hate lunch or you have lunch? I'm guessing you have lunch at 11:30. No, I think that, it is, maybe I should just have lunch now. If I have lunch now, I don't know what to do, It's 12:20, but I'm not too hungry. I just feel like I'm gonna walk back to my hotel and then walk back to this place. Thank you very much for coming on my little adventure around Kyoto with me. I probably won't stream anymore. You never know. If I do, it will be on this channel, not on the Ninja Monkey channel. And I really do appreciate your time, your donations, and your chats. I am heading to lunch. It looks like it might rain, which might cool things off, which is great, but I don't have an umbrella. But hey, on that note, everyone, thanks everyone. Stay positive and be a happy gaijin. Till next time, I'll probably be on the chat, on Discord or whatever, if you want to carry on talking whilst I'm eating. See you soon. Bye. Stay positive.